Text detectives, welcome back into the Zoom room so that we can continue to take a look at these clues that Bill buried into the text, and then we'll activate them and bring his plays to life. So thank you for being with us today. All right, so now the next clue we want to share with you is repeated words and phrases and repeated sounds. Awesome. Did you ever watch that movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's the 1986 movie, and Ben Stein played, Ben Stein played that economics teacher, and he's taking attendance, and Ferris, of course, is off on his adventures. So you hear Bueller, 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 right? Not an effective use of repetition, yeah? But then let's say that you're watching your little brother or sister, and you've just made lunchtime. Man, when I was little, I loved SpaghettiOs. So let's say you're making SpaghettiOs for the little person that you're watching, and it's boiling on the stove, and it's ready for lunch, and you say, hello, child, time for lunch, and you see the person you're babysitting rushing towards the stove and that pot of SpaghettiOs. Would you use repetition this way? No, 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 no. Oh, well. That's insane, right? You're not affected. No, 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 right? There's a natural build. I need to use those repeated words, phrases, and sounds to do something. In this case, stop that young child from burning themselves. So in Bill's plays, we find powerfully repeated words and phrases. And again, those words, phrases, and sounds are going to help our characters get what they want. And just keep that in mind. Every time you repeat a word, phrase, or even sounds, we want to give it a little bit more emphasis, right? And then a natural build will occur within the text. So that's all thanks to our friend Bill Shakespeare. So let's take a look here at our text. And what we've got our CST acronym. We're going to find the clue, we're going to score it, and we're going to try it out. So first, let's look for some repeated words. If we look at lines 4 through 8, there are 2 sets of repeated words. I'm going to get my pencil ready. Can someone tell me what they see in there that is repeated? Lines 4 through, did I say 6? Let's go through 9.
You have the word God repeated twice.
Awesome, you got it. Okay, first one up here is God. So I'm going to say it once. I'm going to underline it once. Then because I'm saying it a second time, I'm going to give it 2 underlines. Where was my next one?
Line 7.
Nice. Julian, thank you. And what is it?
I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Okay. Yes, it's pronounced phi.
Oh, phi.
Now the best thing... Oh, friends, and we say it twice, so we repeat it twice. Or I'm sorry, we'll underline it twice so that we know we're repeating it. Here's the best thing about phi. Friends, phi is like a swear word in Shakespeare.
Oh, my.
That's it. That's right. So now anytime you hit your thumb with a hammer, oh, phi, right? That's what phi is. And look, we get to repeat it twice. Yes? So then we have, look at this. Can I just...
Oh, what fun.
Yes. Okay. Since we're talking about fun, Julian, would you like to try doing that phi twice for us?
I can certainly try.
Oh, Julian, see, you're awesome. And again, because we're going to hear you, we'll be able to immediately tell that you are using that repetition. So now you have phi on it. Phi. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. So let's just speak those 2 1.5 lines and build on the phi, knowing that it is equitable or equates.
Yeah, knowing that it's equivalent to a modern day swear.
Amen. Thank you for helping the old man. Okay, so whenever you're ready, and really go for it. Don't hold back.
Phi, phi! 'Tis an unweeded garden that throws into seeds.
Nice! Did you hear that? Holy cow! That read from here to California. That was awesome. Now let's all try lines 4 through 6, and we all get to repeat God, and we get an ekphonesis O. So we should hear whatever your ekphonesis O is, da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Are we set? Oh, I am so excited for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
God, weary, stale,
how very
unprofitable.
That's an unprofitable.
All the uses
To
of
me,
this
the all
world.
use of this world.
oh, good. Oh, you kept going. Nice, nice. What I was going to say to you, I only see a couple of us on the side when I share my screen, but by hearing you, it immediately took you to his frustration. Oh, God, I can't believe this is happening to me. My uncle married my mother just through the repetition of those words. Oh my gosh, you friends are the best. So now, not only does Bill use repeated words and phrases effectively, but he also uses repeated sounds effectively, vowel sounds, consonant sounds. And again, if we just keep thinking characters are choosing to use the language this way in order to get what we want, that provides an interesting insight in terms of where the character is, the stakes of the situation, and the height of their emotion. So vowels, assonance, right? So when you find things that are very vowel-y, it turns out to be more of like a heightened emotional sound. So let's go back into our text. And if we look, let's just look at lines 1 and 2. And for us to CST this one, in order to help find the clue, I would love us to try something, just lines 1 and 2. What I would love us to try all at the same time is just to focus on speaking the vowel sounds aloud. I'll model it by, if I go down to line 8, I'll do it what I'd like us to do with lines 1 and 2. It should sound something like this. Does that make sense? No. People will think we're crazy, but that's okay, right? So to find where the heavy voweliness of this is and what those sounds are, let's do that with lines 1 and 2 all together, okay? And overdo it. Right? So somebody should come into your room and say, what's going on in there, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Bill is so proud of you. Okay.
We'll sing him the song of our people.
Yes, that's right. It is the song of our people. I love it. What repeated vowel sounds did you hear in there when you did it that way? Did you hear anything in there that spoke to you? Like right here. What do you hear here, vowel sound wise? Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of ooh in those 2 lines. And what we'll do is we'll draw a line over those repeated vowel sounds, right? So I've got, oh, ooh, ooh, and resolve itself into do. Any others? Those are good ones to focus on. There are some other repeated ones in there. But maybe we can focus on those oohs, right? So can I have, how about Aileen? Would you mind speaking lines 1 and 2 for us? Now put back in the consonants so we hear words, but really focus on the ooh, ooh, ooh of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do I just make ooh sounds or?
No. So what I'd like you to take you, Aileen, you rock. I would love to hear the words. So I still want to hear two, solid flesh, but can you emphasize the vowel in there? Whatever that means to you. So if it were the word grows, I might say, that grows to seed. Does that make sense? I'm trying to emphasize the vowel sounds. Let's just see what it does. And you get an ekphonesis O to kick you off. Oh, Aileen, you rock.
Lines 1 to when?
Just lines 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay, Aileen, you take a breath. And when you're ready, we are all set. And really stress those vowels. Overdo it. Go way out of what's natural.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew.
Oh my gosh, Aileen, that was great. How did it feel when you spoke it that way?
Felt pretty powerful.
Yeah, awesome. What I'm hearing out here is just this guy of like, the emotional cry of, I can't believe this situation. Now, Shakespeare also gives us the repetition of consonant sounds, correct? Right? So that's alliteration or consonants, depending on where the repetition of the sound is. So let's look at lines 7 through 9. And now let's speak the lines 7 through 9 together as a group, but this time focus on the consonant sounds that you hear in the line. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So now let's try just focusing on consonant sounds. So here we go, lines 7 through 9, stop at possess it merely. Okay, here we go. And really overdo it. 1, 2, 3.
I garden that grows to seed things rank and growth in nature.
Nice. So what do we hear in here? What repeated consonant sounds do we hear?
That to sound T.
And where? On
Tis
like
an unweeded garden that grows to seed.
Oh, nice. Tis.
And nature.
That. Oh, oops. Well, it should just be on this, that, because the is a different. Things rank. Of course, in nature possess it. Merely. Nice. What else do we see in there? Or hear in there?
Got the G.
Wonderful. Look, we have 3 G's. We have garden, grows, gross. And we're scoring it with this line down to help us. And I would say we could even emphasize the repetition with the F's. Yeah? Look at that. Right? And even though the R and the K are not repeated, if we could really dwell on the rank, it just makes me feel like I'm saying something rank and foul, right? So how about Ed, do you want to try just hitting those consonants with us for lines 7 through beginning of 9, possess it really? And Ed, you can go as far as you want.
All right.
Spray the world.
Fie on it, fie. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed things rank and gross in nature, possess it merely.
Ooh, nice. Good, good. Let's all do that same thing, right? Excellent job, Ed. Let's all do it. 1, 2, 3. Fie on it.
Fie. This unweeded garden that grows to seed,
ranked and gross in nature, possess it merely.
That was all. Notice what's interesting is we start off with that, and then we get our 2 wonderful words. I'll just fie on it, and he goes very consonant heavy. That's a shift that we want to address when we're looking at the text of Shakespeare. He's giving us big clues in terms of the character. So repetition of words, phrases, and sounds are going to give us immediate insights into the core of a character at these specific moments within the play. Yes? So wonderful. So for repeated words, phrases, and sounds, we say...
Thank you, Bill.
And I can't tell you how much I appreciate your work. So thank you, Shakespeare detectives. Thank you.